they do this NBA voting thing. They've made it so confusing. The fans get 50% of the vote, and the players get 50% of the vote, and the media gets 25% of the vote. And it's all confusing. And the players don't even take it seriously. I mean, the players are kind of make a joke of the whole process. I'm looking at the guys the players voted into the All-Star game, and it's just ridiculous. There's guys I've never even heard of on teams I like. So the players don't take it seriously. The fans, I understand it, but they don't really watch the game. They root for their home guy. In the media, again, if you cover the Charlotte Hornets, you can't see a lot of teams. It's got to be a simpler way to do this. But I thought, the story today is, hey, LeBron finished second among the players. So what? He was number one with the fans. He was number one with the media. And he narrowly lost out to the Greek Freak, who's a really fun guy to watch. He's new. He's fun. It was narrow. It was this close. Big deal. And there's also some LeBron fatigue. He's been in the league forever. He's been the best player. It's like Tom Brady. There's some fatigue. But I have all the voting here. Fans, players, media. You know who got dissed? I was shocked this morning. Russell Westbrook. You all loved him a year ago, Mr. Triple-Double. You loved him, MVP. If I even suggested he shouldn't be MVP last year, I got more hate mail than I've ever received in my life. Russell Westbrook, among Western Conference guards, is the fourth most popular with fans, third with players and media. If you add Kyrie in, who's also a terrific player, he is the fifth most popular guard among fans. And I would argue he certainly has the most explosive, dynamic game. It's easy to like him as a fan. He can drive you crazy maybe as a GM or a coach, but as a fan, he's hella fun to watch. He's now fifth. Mr. MVP, triple-double. Fifth most popular, not player, guard. Last year, he was number one media, number one among the players, and they've both moved off him. The shine's off Russell Westbrook because people now realize what I preached. Triple-double is stat pumping, and in the end, it doesn't win you finals. And the second thing you're learning, Kevin Durant is better without him. Paul George is struggling with him. And did you see what happened to Victor Oladipo this year? He left Westbrook. Damn, dude's 24 a game. He's an all-star. Just think about that. What I preached for a year is, I'm not denying his talent. I've said it before. If I had one ticket to go watch one guy, I'm not so sure it wouldn't be Westbrook. But now he's the fifth most popular player a year after being number one. For two reasons. You're now agreeing with me. He was a stat pumping. And number two, Paul George, Victor Oladipo, and KD, better without him. I won't even mention James Harden, because at that point, they had to get rid of him, salaried cap. But look at all the players in the league that have been with him and left. Harden's amazing. Kevin Durant's better. Paul George is struggling. And Victor Oladipo is now an all-star 6 months removed from him. LeBron isn't getting dissed. You start looking at those votes, Westbrook got dissed. And he is, in my opinion, the most dynamic player in the league. Generally, the most dynamic player is arguably the most popular. A year later, even among guards, number 5. So basically, we have now the votes. The fans have 50%. The players and the media have 25%. They vote for the All-Star. So it's all done now. We have the pool of players. It's all been voted on. We've got the pool of players. We've got all the front court, all the guards, East and West. It's LeBron, Greek Freak, Joel Embiid, Porzingis, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, DeMar DeRozan, Victor Oladipo, Ben Simmons, John Wall. That's the East, who you voted on. Then the West is Durant, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Draymond Green, Paul George, LaMarcus Aldridge, Curry, Harden, Westbrook, Manu, and Klay Thompson. So it's all. Now, what they do is kind of fun to me. They take Steph from the West and LeBron from the East, and it's like a playground. You can select whoever you want. You can select the West guy. You can select the East guy. It's fun, right? And the NBA's always been great at this stuff. NBA does a better job, especially better job than baseball. The NBA does a great job in creating stories and storylines and rivalries and angst. It's great. It's fun as a fan, right? The NBA doesn't want to televise this. And the NBA doesn't want to televise this for two reasons. Because when Steph and LeBron choose teams, they could offend people, and Steph could make a teammate mad if he doesn't pick Klay Thompson, or Kevin Durant and LeBron could make a teammate mad if he doesn't select Kevin Love. So the NBA won't televise this. They're also concerned it's embarrassing for the last all-star picked. Give him a car. It's what hockey does. Give him a trip to the Bahamas for the last guy picked. But think about this. So the NBA is worried about LeBron and Steph. That's because that's all they're really worried about. LeBron and Steph now, like the playground, the pool's been selected. LeBron and Steph now pick the teams. They're worried that LeBron and Steph could offend somebody. LeBron and Steph could get some really bad press. Now think about that. These guys have a net worth of over $250, $300 million. Now just think about this. We have shows like America's Got Talent. We have shows like American Idol. We used to have that show, where 15 and 16-year-old girls, kids, go on stage on national television. It's a terrifying moment. And the judges rip them. A little 15-year-old girl from rural Delaware. Her grandma tells her you're the best little singer ever. And her mom tells her you're the best little singer ever. And we put her on a stage, national TV, and judges rip them apart. And you know what happens to that little girl? She goes on to have a boyfriend, maybe go to college, get married, have kids, and have a wonderful life. She's not deeply scarred. But we don't want Steph and LeBron. If we make this public, Steph picks this guy, it'll offend Klay Thompson. LeBron picks this guy, it'll offend Kevin Love. You think we pamper these guys a little bit? By the way, the entire NBA draft, AAU basketball, is about we'll take you and not you. That's what basketball is. You go to the YMCA in your hometown. Colin, we don't want you. Kristine, we want you on our team. And everybody's okay with it. But the world's richest basketball players, we can't televise this because it could be very offensive.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.